Hello, it's Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. I'm back for another shave. And today I'm going to be test shaving my River Razors 6/8 3/4 hollow razor that just has these, first of all, amazing blade shape. It has some very elegant file work on the spine, and then has this very cool French point, very subtle, very elegant again, French point. And I mean, just look at these scales, pretty amazing. Also, I think the spacer is also very cool on this razor. Anyway, I just honed this on a black Arkansas with a nagura slurry on it. And this idea came to me yesterday, actually, when I shaved with my Dovo Bismarck that has this same finish on it. So I thought of this razor yesterday when I was shaving, and I'm very anxious to see how the edge shaves. So let's get to it. I'm gonna just do my my normal 2-pass pattern. Today I'll be using Bloom. This is made by Master Soap Creations for Pasteur's Pharmacy, and I got the idea from Jacques at Dapper Shaves. I definitely wanted to try a Master Soap Creations soap. After that, I'll be going with the Bloom aftershave. There you go, you can see that. I'll be going with the aftershave. And then to complete the trifecta, Bloom is a dupe of Tom Ford's Black Orchid fragrance. So to go with the trifecta, I'm going to use the men's version, and it's a unisex version of Black Orchid. The fragrance on this, well, I'll get going and sort of talk you through that. Not being an expert on fragrances, but I can talk you through what I get from it. I'm using, this will be the 17th use of 17th use of the Zenith Boar brush, which is absolutely perfect by now. Very unusual for a boar brush to break in this quickly, and I am beyond thrilled with this one because it's only going to get better. I mean, the amount of splitting at the tips it is going to increase. The feel of the brush will only get softer, and it's. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's perfect right now. I'm loading, making a mess in my sink, which is a requirement for my process. And we're doing the People's Pre-Shave. I'm a big fan of this because it starts you with, first of all, really working the soap, the lather into your beard, really working it by hand into your beard, either having or adding enough water to really promote a layer of slickness in the skin that you then build your lather on top of. I found this to be invaluable as a daily shaver. Okay, let's get going here. The Master Soap Creations lather is excellent. I mean, there's just a lot of top tier lathers. And we have a we benefit from so much excellence in wet shaving at the moment. Now I'm dipping tips and adding moisture, as I mentioned in the last shave. This is just my way of doing this. It keeps moisture at the tips and more lather paste towards the center of the razor. And when I sit the razor down, this moisture will then slip down into the paste in the center of the brush and make for an already wet second pass. All right. I don't know about you. Well, I do. You probably couldn't care less, but I'm interested to see how this goes. Yeah, this is pretty friggin' awesome. It is really sharp. And I don't mind that. The way you handle a really sharp razor is to, the way to handle a really sharp razor is to keep your shaving angle low. Keep it shallow and keep your pressure into the edge light. You can keep your pressure into the skin what makes sense, but you don't want to have a lot of pressure, because you will have a little angle. You don't want to have a lot of pressure into the edge. Just enough to cut hair. Wow. Yeah, real interesting feeling edge. Definitely not JNet, definitely not Black Arkansas. This particular one, I would say, is maybe a little closer towards the Black Arkansas feel than the other was, than my Dovo was. But wow. Thank you to Jacques for this idea. And well, let me finish the mouth area before I continue talking here. So nice. Very, very sharp. A different type of smoothness. Very interesting. Now, to those of you who are newer to straight razor shaving, and I know that most of the folks who do watch me are probably newer to this. Hang on. Yes, to those who are newer, you see a lot of us more experienced straight razor shavers, and especially honers, sharpeners, fiddling around with edges all the time. We aren't trying to get the best edge. We're trying to get a unique edge. The best edge is the best geometry that you can get with the stone and razor and tape or no tape combination that you have. That best edge can occur on a series of synthetic stones. What we're doing is in the finishing process, once the vast majority of the geometry at the edge has been established, what we're doing is playing around with the feel of that edge on the skin as you're shaving. And that's kind of a never-ending adventure. What I would suggest if you want to do this is to first really get your technique down with a synthetic edge, especially if you're going to be doing your own edges. Really if you're going to do your own edges, if possible, get somebody, a professional, to do the first edge. Get a decent razor, not a cheap Chinese razor. Get a professional edge done, and then learn how to create, using synthetic stones, an edge that you like as well or better than the professional edge that you got. Once you have that down and you enjoy shaving with it, then you'll have a foundation to move from to start to test some of these other edges. And among the first that you want to try is probably a conical. They're not that expensive. They have a unique feel, and it takes a little time and effort to switch from a synthetic state of mind to a natural stone state of mind, where a big part of the adventure is learning the character of the stone, and you don't get that on the first time you use the stone. It takes a while try things and figure out what the stone can do, and that's part of the fun. But in terms of closeness to shave, I should be able to get as close to shave with this razor as with a razor done on a standard synthetic progression, assuming that this razor and the other have equivalent keenness. Yeah, real interesting. This blade is stiffer than the Dogo that I used yesterday, and I didn't expect. I sort of forgot about that, so I'm having to remember that and. Factor that into the lightness, the way in which I approach the skin, the lightness of touch, because there will be no give to this razor, or minimal, a different level of give. And this razor has more has a stiffer feel. But also has flexibility right down at the, you can feel the flexibility right down near the apex. Just a different feel. That was a long way of saying that since the razors are not the same, or not equivalent in their blade shape and blade construction, the edge feels great but different on each razor. Not surprising when you think about it. And again, part of the adventure. Oh, goodness. I nicked myself. Haven't done that in a long time. Okay, well, time to give up. Now it's a dangerous activity. Okay. there's a aspect of both JNAT edges and this edge that is really, really interesting. There's a feather-like feeling, much more pronounced with a JNAT edge, but there's a feather-like feeling that kind of hides where the very apex is. That's not there on a synthetic edge, and that's not there on a true black arc edge. But this edge has that, and I find that to be kind of fascinating. So my conclusion here is this Jacques guy really knows his stuff. If he suggests something, we should pay attention to it. I'm certainly glad I did. Okay. Do a quick dry of the razor. I'll do a more thorough job in a minute. Do a rinse. Cold water. And do a little, I don't know, lavender, I guess. Witch hazel. Then I'll clean up, cut that part out because it just takes time, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I've just done a little bit of cleaning up. As I said, getting the witch hazel off. Before I continue, talk about the soap a little bit. The base is terrific. It must have additives in it. It makes your skin feel terrific, and it lathers easily, and it's extremely slick. In terms of the scent, you know, it's a proprietary scent. It's kind of woody, warm. There's spice to it. I wouldn't call this a citrus scent at all. It's warm, but it has enough lightness that it could be considered a unisex scent. I like it a lot. I think it's very, very interesting. So let's do the aftershave here. Nice restrictor. Really nice close shave. Really nice. I like this scent a lot. All right, let's go full Barber Dave on this. Here we go. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Oops. All right, and then finally to round it all out, I'm going to go with Yardley Classic. And then we'll get you, if you haven't left already, which would be a good idea. I'll follow this video with a list of folks who are also making YouTube videos around sharpening and using straight razors. So I'll leave that list after I close this up. Thank you for joining me on this experiment. It was a success as far as I'm concerned. I really enjoyed a very great shave with a very unique edge. So thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye.